literally, I mean, I'm so thankful. When I tell you guys, I thank the Most High Yah for our shepherd, Pastor Dao, and what he has done. I'm thankful that Pastor was so strong in his belief, because during the time he came into the truth, it probably was even more bleak. He probably didn't, I know he didn't have the support that I had. I had way more support because of him. But I'm glad that he stood his ground, even though he was in the military. He was in the military where they probably try to strip him of everything to try to keep him, and he stood his ground. And not only that, people was in the ministry, people left, people come, people left, and Pastor stood the test of time. I appreciate his woman, Mother Carol, Teacher Shane, all the people that stood by Pastor Dao to be here for such a time, that for my time, because he's still here. And because guess what? Because now he has created a pathway that we can really seek the old path. We can really go back. Pastor he did this without very little resources. They had to literally have a shoebox, and they're saving everything. Before you saw the podium, they had a couch where he stood by. That was his podium. And Pastor stood the test of time. He hung in there. He hung in. I'm so thankful for that man, because that very man that people call him a cult leader, they call him bad, evil, whatever. I don't know. They call him all types of stuff. But that man saved my life. That man, Pastor Dao, literally saved my life. No, what do you mean saved life? When I was I'm talking about, I was in the lowest part. I was spiritually poor. Yeah, maybe I had money. I had millions of dollars. I lived in a nice home, famous, but I was literally spiritually poor. I was at my lowest. I was desperate, asking for help around this community. I'm KGB. Woo, woo. And you would think, and not my wife wasn't there for me. My children abandoned me. My friends abandoned me. I was left for dead. Do you guys hear what I'm saying? I was left for dead. And because Pastor Dao was a man of Yah, he saw me as being one of those sheep that just got lost, and he went back for just me. And I'm so thankful, because I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for Pastor Dao. I thank Yah for the gift of Pastor Dao, that he didn't say, well, he's out there. I'm in Tennessee. He's in Wisconsin. I've never been to Wisconsin before. I don't know that. He could have looked down on me. He's a famous guy. I don't want to waste my time with somebody like, I don't know. Because all I know is the people I did know, the people I live life with, the people that I went to church with, the people I went to school with, the people I was on the board with, they all abandoned me. They didn't see that my life was worth saving. They didn't think it was worth saying, let me come here and let me be there for my brother. There was few. But Pastor Dao, with his stead, when I say Pastor Dao, all the other pastors, all the spiritual leaders here, they weren't here. The people that did come for you was people that you wouldn't even expect to come for you. And Pastor Dao called me every day, checked on me. And I found out, I was talking to a guy who was in the military. This is a guy that's in the, what they call this stuff. It's not actually military. It's called guards. What they call those guards? National Guards. Is that something? I think they're reserves or something like that. And he was telling me, in the military, they teach you that when somebody's going through some type of trauma, they teach you how to kind of walk them out of that, because their life is a little bleak. And I must have sounded very bleak at that time. I wasn't hopeful. I just lost everything. I lost my wife of 16 years. I lost my children. I'm like, man. And Pastor Dao called me every day, even though he was in Tennessee. He called me, checked on me until I got my strength back. He literally helped me to get my strength back.
Hallelujah.
He literally did that. I'm not making this thing up. He can't even pay me enough to say the stuff I'm saying. And that's why I'm indebted to that man. I'm indebted to Yah, but I'm indebted to that man because I'm thankful for what Pastor, he loved me. He truly, truly showed me some love, a lot of love. I mean, I just more than I wasn't even giving anything at the time. I didn't give anything. I didn't know who to trust. I just had this pastor take millions of dollars, thousands of dollars, and this. And I didn't know who to trust. I didn't even know his agenda, what he do. And I'm glad I stuck. I'm glad I'm a part of this ministry. I'll stop because I can go on forever. But that is a genuine Jeremiah 3:15 pastor, straight up. I'm a living testimony of that, literally a living testimony. You guys wouldn't even be hearing this stuff right now if it wasn't for Pastor Dao. So whatever people want to say about Pastor Dao, all these YouTubers, and they want to sit here and criticize the man. What are they? Who has a testimony about what they've done? Who has the same testimony like Pastor Dao? And I'm not the only one. I'm just one of many. One of many.